Morning. Hello, it's Wendy with Content Planning 101 again. And this week I wanted to talk a little bit about the types of posts and blogs that you want to share as an owner and as a business owner, what you've done, what you're achieving, what your impact is. And often these are, while the intention is so good, the execution just doesn't land. Mostly because it's a me fest instead of a we fest. So, what do I mean by that? Like when I scan through social media posts and it says something like, we sold this many houses, or we had this many people in our yoga classes, or we um, gave away this many bananas, whatever it is. That's where the attention is on we, or me in that case, and not on what the overall impact actually is. So, in the case of selling houses, you might have sold a lot of houses or helped people into that transaction or through that transaction, but maybe positioning it more in line of, hey, how many people are now celebrating the holidays in a home of their own versus a rental? Hey, how many, empty nesters are now enjoying downtown life with all of its access and, you know, uh, I'm thinking of gaiety, but that just doesn't, all the parties and access and downtown living that they've always wanted. Um, how many are doing that and enjoying the season that way? Kind of talking about the customers end result, how many customers you've impacted, not the number of it, but what they're experiencing. So their desired results. It's far more interesting. In the case of, this many people in our yoga class, maybe it's, and, that's just such a, I know you would never do that. But in the case of, because I've seen it done with people not from here, not working with me, but in the case of that, maybe it's, there's, one of the many clients are now trying ice skating, which they have loved since they were kids, but haven't done since they've turned 50. Something like that. Something that talks about the customer's quality of life and their desired results rather than, we did this. Because great, you did it, but I'm not going to read the story on that. There's no story in it for me. And that's part of storytelling. So, as is appropriate for your industry, because not everything is really appropriate for your industry, I would encourage you to think in terms of, when it comes to achievements, the impact and the story and the quality of life that your customers are benefiting with, and not just, X. Because X is an annual report, and nobody reads those for fun. Make sense? If you have questions or you want to go through what some of your achievements might be for the year and how we can develop those more for a customer base impact, just hit reply. Just reach out. I think you have my number. Okay, I'll see you next week.